and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com. You seen what he did on Facebook, right?
Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Melody Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was born to fight.
My life has always been a fight.
I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to. You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
There's no pressure. That's just my style. My style is to dominate. I want to get the guy. I want to stop the guy. You know, my motto is man down.
BoxingVoice.com.
Why you mad?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another breaking news edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and I am here to discuss Canelo Alvarez. Now, we were talking about him this morning and the fact that he could have lost that September 14th date, but it looks like he is serious about facing Sergey Kovalev, as he has now made an official offer into Kovalev. According to the author of BoxingScene.com, Keith Idec, who is more than an author, obviously. I believe he's a senior editor right there. I'll get to the exacts in just a second. According to Keith Idec, Canelo and his team have offered Sergey Kovalev. Now, the exact figure is not known, but BoxingScene.com has confirmed that it's less than half of the low eight-figure guarantee Alvarez's previous opponent, Daniel Jacobs, made for the middleweight title unification in May 4th. Now, look at that. Would you look at here? They have just edited this article, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't this hilarious? Wow. Look how things change, bro. This was just updated at, it says 2:43. So I don't know when I looked at it where the quote said it was less than half, 12.5. I don't know how many of you guys read that as soon as it dropped the way that I did. If you did, confirm that you've seen 12.5 on the article. That 12.5 is no longer there. But the bottom line is it initially came out 12.5. Maybe Jacobs' team called and said, hey, get our business off the line. Who knows? Point is, they've offered Kovalev around 6 or less. You know, less than 6. Because if they said 12.5 and it was less than half of that, I'm running with less than 6 milli was offered to Kovalev. Now, the question is that a low ball offer or should he get this bag? And I mean Kovalev. This is still going to be a pay-per-view or at least treated like one, right? Daniel Jacobs said it himself. He had been in a lot of promotions, but being in a Canelo Alvarez promotion was demanding, drawing. It was a lot. So, you know, I'm sure it's going to be everything that it's, you know, stacked up to. Because the thing is this, John Skipper, these are the names that he's approved according to the article. You know, he's approved Callum Smith and Sergey Kovalev. So it's up to Canelo and Golden Boy is what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. Golden Boy to make those fights happen. Will they? I don't know. But at least with this $6 million offer, and you know, it's funny that all right, so I just got a text back from Idec who says he's in the middle of some stuff. He's on the phone. And maybe that's what it was. I'm telling you, maybe he's getting phone calls because that 12.5 was put out there when the article initially came out. Now, as far as Yard and his co-promoter, Bob Arum, have already come out and said the Yard has a contract in place where he would receive step-aside money if this fight took place. Now, the thing is this. I heard Yard's getting something like $4 million. So if Yard's getting $4 million, I doubt that Kovalev wants to fight Canelo for $6 million. But again, it's like the UK fans used to say about Joshua. And this is not, it's up to you to decide whether this is low. Like Joshua was offering, White $4 million. At least Canelo's offering this man $6 million. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? $6 million, is it a low ball? I don't know. I've been trying to see, can I find some Sergey Kovalev purses, and I haven't found anything. I want to find that Ward one because I believe that one showed the purse. And it was something very low for Kovalev. Mr. Gross, I don't know if you know you're calling in the wrong Skype, champ. You there? You just calling in on the phone?
Yeah, I'm just calling on the phone, man.
Oh,
I want to
shit. What up?
Just trying to thank everybody for the well wishes, man. I appreciate it, and I should be getting out this bitch tomorrow, so
Damn, so
I'll be
you
back on the
still
show
in the
tomorrow.
joint?
I'm still in this bitch, bro.
Damn. What the
I
doctor
know, right?
saying? Yo, people said I'm a bad friend because I ain't know. I'm like, yo, what you want me to do? He told me he got blood clots, nothing else. They like, yo, you ain't no real friend. Yo, bruh. They tell
Don't
you.
worry about them niggas, man. Yeah, it's all good though. Yeah, I should be getting out this bitch tomorrow though, man. So I'll be back on the show tomorrow.
Yo,
I just
what's
calling in
up?
tell her.
What's up? What you think about your man's getting off for $6 million? You think that's a low ball offer?
What do you make against Ward?
I don't know, but I thought it was like $1
Like,
million.
Yeah, so shit, 5 more million than you ever got in your life.
I mean,
That's a
but
good
that
offer to
was
me.
the paper, though. We know how that goes, right? That was on paper. They say he made like $1 million. He took some weird
Doesn't
contract.
feel like it's been in there too long, but
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
Yeah, so, with the Ward, I think that was just like what he got on paper. I'm not sure, though. I mean, who knows, right, what these guys get or don't get.
Yeah, if he ain't never made shit more than 3 million here, 6 million, a good offer for him. To be honest with you, it's not like Canelo and him gonna be on pay-per-view. It's gonna be on the zone.
But it's going to be treated like a pay-per-view, right? It's going to be promoted like a pay-per-view. It's going to be a big fight because he's going to be moving up
I
to...
can't give a damn if it's promoted like one. The revenue is not there. So if the revenue that are not there, then you might not get nothing on the back end. So that 6 million for Kovalev might be just what he need, in my opinion.
Well, are you surprised that this was more than a rumor and, there was an offer sent by Golden Boy, according to
We
Key Fighter?
we sat down and talked to Oscar when we was in Vegas, and he seemed like he was really, really excited when I brought it up. So I just feel like if Oscar wanted it and Canelo wanted it, I mean, dare to be great. If you lose, you lose. If you don't, then you got another little trinket on your
So
on your
check what
mantle.
I found here, right? It says, wow. So, I mean, the fight purses were revealed before the fight, with Ward taking a guaranteed $6.5 million and Kovalev not having a base purse would receive a percentage of pay-per-view and gate revenue. So he ain't even get a guarantee. That
He
fight,
just got back in money.
he got back end money. He got based off the 170-90 sales that they did on pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think they did like 170 both times, right?
All right. So he got a percentage off that, which really ain't much because, I mean, the networks need to at least do 200 to clear.
Yeah, networks got to get it back, man.
You know?
Yeah, like for Coke, and he ain't make that much his last fight either. I mean, we seen it was at a goddamn auditorium or something. So 6 million, man, you better take that and fucking go beat Canelo. So if there's a rematch, he might get a little bit more.
Yeah, man. And listen, Sometimes you got to take short money. How many people was out here telling Wilder to take short money, and at least he signed one of them contracts, right? Like, this is a big fight. You steal the reins from him. You know, I was stalking Kovalev's social media, and he posted himself the Andy Ruiz knockout of Anthony Joshua. And when you translate it, you know, he says, never stop believing. Don't let nobody tell you can't do something. And, you know, that's something that he believes because that's something that happened to him. He lost to Alvarez, and he came back from that. Not only Alvarez, but Ward twice.
Yeah, man. But at the same time, bro, that's Andrew Ruiz and Joshua. That's to me, that's two different things than what like Canelo brings to the table. Canelo's been in there with big names, been on the big stage, hasn't never been down. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never been a question about his chin. So if he's hoping for a knockout against Canelo, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Canelo going to tear his body up. And we all know Kovalev don't like body shots.
Yeah, I mean, but that was old Kovalev. I think this new Kovalev with Buddy McGirt with you, I was trying
Bro,
to get
he been
on.
with Buddy McGirt one fight.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to Buddy. He been in with him for one fight.
Yeah, and he could be focused.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see, bro. Yo, listen, again, watching him post that about Andy, I have to feel like he felt...
Andy got everybody out here thinking they can motherfucking be Andy.
Not thinking, because he is Andy. He lost twice to Ward, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And then he lost to Elderly. So he is the comeback kid. If not, comeback king.
Yeah, he ain't be Ward, though.
He don't got to be Ward. He's come back from losses, knockout losses.
Okay. All right, man. All I'm saying is people are living up Andy like anything is possible, man. Some shit just ain't gonna happen, all right? You know, I don't think Kovalev's gonna beat Alvarez. And if he not getting $6 million for the yard fight, or if he's not gonna get $6 million for like a unification, then he'll be a fool to leave that shit on the table.
Yeah, so you don't think it's a low ball offer? Because that's the article.
How much did Big Baby get?
Well, he was supposed, you know, it came
6.5.
It said 6.5. They said 4.8. You know, it was different. But the article on Boxing Scene is titled "Canelo versus Kovalev. Golden Boy makes low offer for September 14th fight."
That's just some fucking clickbait at the end of the day, because if Jarrell Miller got 6.5.
Yo, check this out. They based it off of this, and they also edited the article, right? So when the article originally dropped, it said that it was a lowball offer because Kovalev was receiving less than half of what Daniel Jacobs' guaranteed $12.5 million was. Now they edited the article, and it says Boxing Scene has confirmed that it's less than half of the low 8-figure guarantee Alvarez previous opponent Daniel Jacobs made. So they edited the 12.5 like we don't know. It's too late.
But it seemed like Danny Jacobs had like more of a leg to stand on. We all know the Zone won that fight, and he wasn't going to sign back with the Zone or sign to the Zone unless he got that fight. So he had a little bit of leverage. But with Kovalev, I think main events or ESPN got to let him go over there, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, I guess, and Bob seems cool with it, right? At first he said, look, I think Canelo's got an injury, a knee injury, and this might not even happen, but if it does, we're going to pay step-aside money to Yard. So, I mean, obviously they see the marketability in the fight, right? Like, Kovalev's profile raises with this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. But I just think, man, at the end of the day, $6 million is a good offer. I thought anything above 5 for Ortiz was a good offer, and so did his manager. So I think Kovalev, if he can push for 7 or 8, try to do so. But at the end of the day, man, you ain't never made over $2-3 million. And if you did, half of that went back to a main event. So.
All right. Well, let me get to some callers. Stick around. We're gonna go out to Troy in Baltimore. Talk to me. Actually, Troy, give me 1 second. Let me just, do what we need to do around here.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services. experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Now, just want to remind everybody we're going to have Keith One Time Thurman on the show tomorrow at 10:20 a.m. rocking out with us on the morning show. You know, all the real people's champs come on the Boxing Voice. If you ain't a people's champ, you ain't been on the Boxing Voice. And if you ain't a people's champ, you just ain't really a champ. But Keith One Time Thurman will be on the show tomorrow morning at 10:20. And if Mike will remind me, we will also have Ronnie Shields on the show at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. So rock out with us on our morning show every single Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And it's equivalent in all those respected time zones. We also will have Adam Kovnacki on later this week or next, just waiting to confirm. Remember the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Let me go ahead on out to, oh, we got a boomerang on. Is that a boomy? That definitely is a boomy.
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. DAZN, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And Canelo, he had made a great offer to Kovalev. You know, that's a lot of money right there in a shot at the cash cow. So Kovalev, he should take this offer in my eyes. And it's like Canelo's getting ducked by a lot of fighters every time, man. And I can't help but think about Earl Spence, $20 million offered to him. Rejected the fight with Canelo Alvarez. Earl Spence Jr., he doing a lot of clout chasing. That's the fight that everybody wants to see. That's the biggest offer, $20 million. Let's make it happen. You know, he's saying he gonna whip his ass. He doing all of that, but he won't sign the contract.
Hold on. The difference is that offer wasn't confirmed. You know, it wasn't confirmed. It's not like Oscar sent the real offer. That's why Earl's saying, I'm going to call his bluff. You know, so it's not like this where Boxing Scene or someone is reporting, yeah, this is official. We've got word. Boxing Scene has been told by sources that, they ain't got that for this.
Yeah, I feel you, but Oscar De La Hoya, he's been making the biggest fights in history for a long time with Floyd Mayweather. De La Hoya making Canelo versus Floyd. He ain't got to lie. That's the golden boy. And the Mexicans never run from anybody. Viva Mexico.
Yeah,
let's make it happen.
We don't know if that $20 million was a 6-fight deal or a 2-fight deal or a 3-fight deal. We don't know if it's a 1-fight deal.
From my resources, it was
Think about it. Look, they giving Kovalev, he's what? A 3-time 175 champion. 3 times. And they only offering him less than 6.
Yeah, but that's way more than he got for Ward on a pay-per-view. So that's the most he will get.
But if you Google, right, there's rumors that Earl received 20 for Mikey. Rumors, nothing confirmed.
Yeah, I heard
definitely rumors.
I heard that, but I guarantee you that DAZN will give him the best offer, and Canelo is the cash cow. If he knocks off Canelo, he'll be the man. So no excuses for Earl Spence, and I know Canelo will knock him out. I'm gonna say it first. Earl Spence, stop running. Canelo gonna knock you out, bro. Let's go. Viva Mexico. We in here.
For sure. H Money in the building. Thanks for calling in. We going out to Troy in Baltimore. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, sir?
What up?
Honestly, you gotta look at the bigger picture. Let's just go past the money, right? Kovalev, this would be his biggest fight. This would be the biggest name that Kovalev ever fought. It will put him on the biggest stage that he's ever been on. So why not take the fight? Simply one, for the exposure. right? And simply one for the audience you're going to get if you do win.
Now,
right?
do you think at this age, Kovalev could afford an exposure fight if he's not going to be able to win it? Because that'll be another loss on the high level. So it's like, yo, every time you step up, you losing.
Well, also, Nessie, you got to look at it also that he's not doing this for free. He is getting $6 million. As far as we know, the most he ever got was $2 million and whatever else he got on the back end. So it ain't like he's doing this for free. He is getting paid, right? And then that's. I mean, honestly, I don't see how it's a bad fight to take for Kovalev because it's a win-win-win for him. If he fights and loses, he still makes his $6 million. He still gets showcased. If he fights and wins, that's even better for him. So I don't see how it's a bad fight for him. I really don't. As far as Spence and Canelo goes, Spence has nothing to say to Canelo at all. So why doesn't he just clear out everything at 147 and become king over there with all the belts? Move up to 154, clear out all the belts and get all the belts there. Then he would have more to offer instead of constantly running his mouth and he hasn't done anything. I mean, beating Mikey Garcia.
So you
means
think
what
Spence
to
is running his mouth too?
Yes, I mean Spence.
I don't understand you guys.
Mouth,
how is Spence running his mouth when, again, it's Oscar saying, "Hey, you can fight Canelo." So he's like, "Yo, I'll fight Canelo and I'll beat Canelo."
Right, because he's a Texas native and da-da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, it makes more sense to me, at least in my mind, clear out everybody at 147. Do something that's never been done. Get all the belts at 147. Get all the belts at 154. And then say to Canelo, I just made history. Now you're going to have to pay me a little more. Now I'm willing to fight you. That'll be something more interesting, wouldn't it?
I guess, man. We'll see, Troy. Let me get out to Mastermind in Texas. Joseph, talk to me.
Yo. Shout out to H Money, my promoter from TMG. Love the energy, but let's chill out, man. Spencer's at 47. And real quick, Troy, I understand what you're trying to say, but that's a long process for Errol Spence to get there. And let's just be real, man. Ness, you were in Dallas, and you've seen how many Canelo put at Cowboy Stadium. That's Errol Spence at any time with Canelo is money. Money. Big money. So that's not even an issue. But I can't believe we're really sitting here talking about Canelo and Kovalev, man. I'm coming in late, but what did Kovalev make for his Ward fight?
Bruh, he ain't make shit. Like, he made back end.
So is this a significant increase? Because he won't get the pay-per-view back end with this being the zone.
Yeah, nah, this an increase.
Well, in that case, I mean, it may be worth it. Because at the end of the day, look, you get a win over Canelo, people are going to say he was small. And then if you lose to Canelo, can you come back from a loss to a middleweight, at this point in his career? So I would say, if I'm Kovalev, I'm also going to, I'm going to try to max out because if you take a L here, which it's hard for me to really see. I'm a big believer in weight classes are there for a reason. But if you take a L there, man, I don't think you can come back from a loss, even if it's against Canelo, because at the end of the day, it's still a middleweight. A guy that fought at 147 came up and beat you. We haven't seen that since, Roy Jones Jr. was coming up from 154 all the way to heavyweight. It's a rare thing. So I don't know, man. It's tough to see. It's crazy to think that we're actually talking about it, though. You know what I mean? It blows my mind.
Yeah,
but, that's my call,
this redhead kid definitely loves to test himself, without a doubt. Let's go to the super chats. We got Teddy B. He's about to make like $4 million against Yard, laughing my ass off. Okay, I guess you're saying that Canelo needs to up the offer because Yard is less of an opponent and giving him, $2 million less than what Canelo's offering, but Yard doesn't bring the exposure that Canelo brings. You beat Canelo, it's like Andy Ruiz, right? What did Andy Ruiz make, guys? $3 million. TMG Boxing, I read the trip was expensive, so TMG going to contribute extra. Everyone gets super chatting, no shoplifting. TMG support the boxing voice. Get your super chat and sign up to Patreon. 2 super chats from TMG Boxing. Appreciate it. We'll use that for the next Camp Life. Find out all the details on our next Camp Life trip on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice and find out how you can be a part of that trip. Let me go out to Mike. You back? Or you just listening?
Yeah, what's up?
Nah, just checking if you back or you just listening.
Yeah, man, I was listening to what Joseph said about Canelo and Errol Spence, and I think he's absolutely right. Both those guys are money down in Dallas. So if because Errol Spence came out yesterday and said he wanted like Canelo after he beat up Sean Porter, so we'll see. But for the Kovalev fight, man, a lot of people asking what you made in your award fight. How much was it? And it's nowhere near $6 million. So you'll be a fool not to take that $6 million. And I don't think Kovalev was getting that guaranteed $4 million to fight a Yard either. I don't know where it came from.
I hear you, man. So let me go out to K in Little Rock. What up?
501, stand the fuck up. 501, stand the fuck up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think that's a good offer for Kovalev. That's a good opportunity. Like everybody else is saying, there's a lot of upside because Canelo would be moving up in weight, and Kovalev has something to prove to redeem himself of those 2 stoppages and also the third loss the first time he fought Ward. So Kovalev's stock, he could get stock to rise again.
For sure. So what if the truth is these rumors that he's making $4 million versus Yard? Should he still take the chance of the 6 versus Canelo?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's much more upside for him in terms of his stock rising and, him getting that luster back because Yard is an up-and-comer, but Canelo is established as the man right now. He's the pay-per-view king, so that's the best opportunity.
Definitely agree. Listen, Kay, thanks for calling in. We're going out to...
Thank you.
We're going out to... Let me see. It looks like Jacory, talk to me. In Kentucky, what up?
What's going on, Ness?
Chilling.
What's going on, Ness? Can y'all hear me?
We hear you fine.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Again, you guys are doing great work, man. I think Kovalev should take that offer, and real quick, Mike, I'm praying for continued health for you. What I want to say is, man, I don't really think it's too much of a lowball offer. I think they should take it. But Ness, you're a boxing enthusiast like I am. Start watching the pattern of fights that Canelo's taking, man. He's taking them Mayweather route, man. And I'm a diehard Floyd fan of fighting guys when they a little bit past their prime. Watch. He's going to start taking big names that's kind of on the back end. Kind of pay attention to that, man. I'm starting to notice that pattern, man. And then, like I said, man, $6 million. I think if Kovalev, you've got to take that offer. He's not going to get a bigger paycheck probably the rest of his career. I mean, he's not going to fight Bivol or none of these other guys, man. So I think it's a fight that he should take. And I'm like you, man. I think it's a win. And that's pretty much my call. But then, seriously, man, start watching Canelo and Golden Boy, man. Start watching the pattern of fights.
Hey, man,
Canelo's
I hear you. But listen, this is the thing. We've already asked Mike, right? And we said, yo, how many champions beat Kovalev? And he's only picking Bivol to beat Kovalev. So, it's not like it's a cherry
All right.
pick,
Well, like I
right?
said,
It's not like it's a cherry pick. Then if we go through the resume of Canelo, it's like, did he cherry pick Triple G? Did he cherry pick Daniel Jacobs? Did he cherry pick Austin Trout coming off the upset win of Miguel Cotto? Did he cherry pick Miguel Cotto? Like, did he cherry pick Floyd? Like, did he cherry pick Laura? Like, come on, guys. We did this morning. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's very educational. We went through all the middleweights resumes, and no one, I'm not going to reiterate it. It's worth, believe me, it's worth going back to listen, but there was no opportunity. Off the top of my head, Canelo fought Independence Day 2016, I believe, versus Amir Khan or Liam Smith. And Jamal didn't fight until December 22nd and versus Julian Williams. And again, the energy for Williams and Jamal was Jamal better fight Williams. Oh, he's ducking Williams. Now he can't make weight. He ducking. Wasn't nobody saying Jamal needs to fight Canelo and Canelo's ducking Jamal? Absolutely not. The problem is that you guys are fickle. You forget because you're not real boxing fans. You part-time boxing fans, and I get it. I'm not trying to name calls. Just like, this is all I do. I eat, breathe, sleep this. You eat and sleep it, but you got to go to work. This is work for me. So when you working, I'm still working. And when you chilling watching boxing, so am I. So that's the thing. I don't forget, man. I don't forget. But the two biggest fights in Jamal Charlo's career are Julian Williams and Austin Trout. And both of those guys happened in 2016. And again, when he fought Trout in early 2016, Canelo was fighting Khan, right? And again, there was no energy for Canelo to fight Jamal Charlo, who just beat a 44-year-old Canine Bundridge. Like, you guys just don't remember boxing, so it's easy for y'all to, call and talk shit. But nah, when you want to fight, first of all, you got to do what Andre did. You got to do what Laura did. You got to do what Ganali did. You got to do what Shane Mosley did. And they all did one thing. They got the fuck in the ring. Tyson Fury got in the ring, and he got the Wilder fight. You got to get in the ring. You got to get in the ring. You got to, man. Tired of telling y'all this shit. Kevin in Chicago, what up?
What's up? Yeah, so Canelo. I wish, he's taking the older Kovalev. He's still dangerous, but definitely past his prime. He should be taking someone, should be getting the Golovkin rematch. Golovkin should be getting that fight. He arguably won 2 fights, but corruption judges, they gave it to Canelo, the poster boy, the cash cow. So if it was up to me, I would say give Golovkin the rematch. He deserves it. If anybody does, he does. As far as Kovalev, how old is he? 36, 37 years old. He's been knocked out by Ward. He got knocked out by Alito Alvarez. It's like Canelo, I can see what people are saying he's kind of cherry picking. Because I'd say, why would you pick Callum Smith? Callum Smith's a much dangerous fighter. He's definitely fresher, younger, longer. Canelo, he's a drug cheat either way. People don't forget that. The dude's a drug cheat. And he got another 6 months suspension, or less than that, right to the top. Whatever. Take it easy.
All right. I mean, he called him a drug cheat, and he's within his right because he tested positive. But he kind of, I feel like he insinuated as if the suspension was inadequate. And I'll just say this. According to Mike, who's still here, Mike believes everything that Big Baby took was very over the top, and there's no way Big Baby didn't know because you had to inject it. And he had a suspension of 6 months. He's being talked about fighting a top 3 heavyweight in September when his suspension is up, or in October because it's up in October, something like that. So, it's easy to forget, or easy for your energy not to be equal. But I'd like to practice equality here on the Boxing Voice.
Yeah, for the most part, a lot of these boxers do like a 6-month ban, so it wasn't anything out of the ordinary for Canelo to get a 6 months. We seen Big Baby get one for 6 months. I forgot who the other person that we seen get one for 6 months. So that's like pretty routine for your first time offense.
Well, H Money on a boomerang.
What's going on, H Money, man? Talk to me.
Yo, what's up with it, Mike? You know, man, bro, we had to hold it down while you was gone. Bitch ass nigga try to take your job and shit, bro. We smashed on him. And then he want to say, Money Gang ain't got no money. Look at the fucking super chats, nigga. You ain't even put up a super chat, you broke ass nigga. But hey, guess what? Let me just keep on this boxing, because that's what I specialize in. You know what I'm saying? Next, Canelo was willing to move up 2 weight classes to fight Kovalev. A bad man, Kovalev, right? Dangerous man. But Earl Spence, he don't want to move up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo. And people making excuses. It's weight classes, this and that. Floyd Mayweather said it's skills to pay the bills. You feel me? It takes skills. Canelo is younger than Earl Spence and way more accomplished. Fought way more champions, way more belts. So Earl Spence, 29, going on 30. Canelo, 28 years old. Making $35 million a fight. Come on, man. Earl Spence, stop clout chasing and get in the ring. For real. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of energy for my brother Ness, but you have no energy for Demetrius Andrade or Canelo. I'm calling you out, Earl Spence, on the Boxing Voice. This is the best podcast in boxing. We in here, man. For real.
And shout out to that nigga H Money, man. I always come in with that motherfucking energy, bro. That's what your college need right there, man. Y'all gotta come in and make a motherfucking statement and leave an impact like H Money does.
Yes, sir. On that note, I'm out. Yo, Instagram, Twitter, NestGTO. Catch me on the back end on the Patreon show. Patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. We got Film Study Tuesday coming up. So make sure you got your notification bell clicked on your Patreon app. Absolutely free. Download that on your Apple iPhone market or your Android market. Also, don't forget, you can subscribe right here to the YouTube channel. Click that notification bell because this is a spontaneous show. This is outside of our morning show. This is outside of the Thursday flagship show and outside of the Sunday flagship show. This is a spontaneous show. And don't forget, tomorrow on our morning show, running a little later than normal, we will have Keith One Time Thurman at 10:20 a.m. Shout out to One Time, People's Champ. You know what I'm saying? Because he does no ducking.
Better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
That's right. All the people.
Y'all notice next schedule Keith Thurman when I'm out of commission, so
you said
crazy.
you was back tomorrow though. Now he trying to not be back. Now he trying to not be back because he can't have that energy in front of Thurman.
Do you think they gonna discharge me, nigga, before 9 o'clock?
My man, no.
Exactly.
Why you can't do what you're doing now?
I'll call it. I'll definitely call it.
Why you can't do what he doing now, y'all? He trying
to
duck.
Y'all don't know, man. I've been dope feeding Mike for the past couple days, goddamn it.
Don't duck. Kind of shit. Don't duck. We all here. Yo, super chat. Great to hear you, Money Mike. People been deleting messages on Patreon, acting slick. Peace from Deeds, TMG Boxing. Another supporter, another TMG promotion support on the super chat. We got Sylvester.
Man, what these niggas talking about, bro?
I don't know. I don't even know how somebody could delete comments. The only one could delete comments is me, so I know that ain't happening. But I don't even think I could delete comments. That not on Patreon. Sylvester says TBV working hard. B, great podcast. Thank you. Donald Banks says if Kovalev loses, there's no coming back. Canelo not giving no rematch. If it goes the distance and be one of those Canelo's famous robberies on the scorecards. And Jose Perez says Bivol, Godchek, and Marcus Brown beat the brakes off of Kovalev. But that's what he believes, that they beat the brakes off of Kovalev. All of them. Damn, he put them all down, Mike. You just said one. He said them all. All right.
What you talking about?
What? How you ain't even hear that shit, bro?
I had a phone call.
I'm done with you, man. We out, man. I'm out.
Peace.
Mike just still doped up. Peace.
Yeah.